Welcome back to Mickey Car Beauty. It's good to be back and showing some makeup. I have lots of new makeup to try on and review, but today I want to play with the Suqqu Pre-Holiday palettes. And today we are going to try on 108, which is on my eyes, and the new Pre-Holiday lipstick in 114. So if you're interested to see how this wears, and some comparison swatches with another palette that might be a close dupe, then keep watching. So right now, I only have the Suqqu foundation on my face. This is one of my favorite foundations. I actually own two of them because I have a summer and winter shade, and this is the Suqqu Cream Foundation. So I have it in 35 and 40. And 35 is my winter shade when I get very, very much lighter around January, February, and then this is my summer shade 04040. And then times like this, I actually have to combine it where I put sometimes I mix it, or sometimes I put the lighter 35 in the front and then the deeper 40 on the outside of my face. But as you can see, it's a very emollient foundation. I would say this, if you have super oily skin, this might not be for you. They recently expanded their shade range to be more inclusive, so I'm really excited about that. I think it's a wonderful product. The closest that I can compare this product to is the SUQQU foundation. So the Suqqu Cream Foundation reminds me of the SUQQU Cream Foundation, and actually SUQQU, this product of the oil-free gel foundation is, I believe, made in Japan. So I think maybe that market really does like these cream foundations. What I like about this is if you have super dry skin, this is going to be a really great product for you. So I really enjoy using this in the winter months when my skin gets drier, just because it just really just gives a nice dewy glow. So I did put this on today, did not use primer. I find that I don't have to use primer with this. And then I did put powder over it because I do have an oily face. But I mean, I still have a natural glow. I would say this is a medium full, more of a medium coverage, and that you end up having kind of like a natural dewy, natural foundation finish. So that's why it really reminds me of this SUQQU foundation, and that this is one of my favorite foundations as well. This is like a natural finish, and so is this. But this is going to be definitely, in comparison, this is a heavier, fuller coverage foundation, whereas this is more lighter. I would say this blends into your skin a little bit more, but they both do. I mean, look at my skin. It looks pretty nice. So let's start with this lipstick that I got, 114. This is part of the pre-holiday collection. And what I'll do is swatch it. So it's just like a really beautiful kind of brown brick red. And that's one swatch. Wow, that's really pretty. So pretty emollient. Let's go back 1, 2, and then 3. That's beautiful. So I'm excited to try that out. Perfect for fall. And this color is my jam. This is more of the colors I used to wear in the 90s. So I'm really excited for this. And I think it'll look nice with the collection. Okay, so why don't we start with 108, and I'll start with these two up here. Fingers. I would say this is a shimmer shade. The matte is over here. Another shimmer, and that might be the topper, but we'll see. But this is just this beigey muted brown is definitely more kind of like a satin matte. This brown color, it's like a satin matte, and then use that as my crease color. And I'm using a Wayne Goss number 4, which is one of my favorite brushes. I believe it's squirrel hair. And this is definitely one of the brushes I would get a second of. Okay, so that's that satin matte color just deepening up crease here. And I think I want to try this crease brush by Suqqu. So taking that SUQQU crease brush that came with this kit, going into this gold color here. That's that one. Really pretty gold color. It's almost like a mustard hue on me. A little bit, almost like there's like flecks of red in there. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, and that's that shade here. I'm going into the angled shader brush to put on this shade here, just along here, and see how that looks. Pretty. Definitely, I can see it's kind of a holiday look. I'm hesitating to do this. Sometimes if you over blend Suqqu, it gets to be a muddy mess, but let me take a very light brush. I'm taking my Wayne Goss 03 brush. It's a squirrel hair. I'm just going, it has no product on it. I'm just going to blend this a little bit. I don't want to lose too much of that gold. So going back in with my fingers. And then I'm going to go into this color here, which I do believe the topper shade, but we'll find out in a moment. There. So, you know what? I want to add a little bit of probably this on the lower lash line, taking a rougher 02 brush. I'm going to take this brush to see if I can, it's more impactful if I pick up this glittery shade with this. Just going back in again to build that deeper color. And some from the lower lash as well. And that's what I mean. I think if you, ooh, that got smoky really quick. I always do that. If you over blend Suqqu eyeshadows, sometimes it just kind of bleeds into each other. So just being really delicate with that. Back in here, that shimmer shade up here. And then I want to see if I can just tap it on here. I'm not blending, I'm just tapping on. Okay. I just wanted to jump on just to show you the finished eye look before I put mascara and eyeliner on. So very sultry, kind of, I don't know if I was to use this as a daytime look or just maybe not go ham on the darker shade, but it's definitely kind of a smoky, sultry look. I'm having a little bit of a breakout here of eczema. My allergies have been acting up, so I had to take a break from filming. So if you're seeing some funkiness here, that's not the eyeshadow, that's just my eye, and there's some scarring going on in eczema. So ignore that if you can. So this is the look before eyeshadow and an eyeliner. Okay, so I'm back with the finished eye look. I just curled my lashes, put some mascara on, MAC at the bottom and Chantecaille at the top. And there's a little bit of fallout, so you can see that I'm having to fix that. And part of it is this user error. Okay, so there was definitely some fallout more with that glitter shade. So I ended up using the Tom Ford eyeliner, and then I put some of that glitter shade over it just to soften the eyeliner, since it's a liquid eyeliner, just to soften the look a little bit. But since there's some glitter particles in there, there's definitely some fallout. I'm going to get close so you can see. So can you see some of that? And it's nowhere near to the level of, I'm going to say, like Pat McGrath. That's a lot of fallout, but there is a little bit, just so you know, because it's kind of a holiday palette. But because I have some fallout, what I end up doing is I will take some loose powder. I'm taking my Sisley, and then I'm going to run some of that powder across just to brush it away. But I want to go ahead and try this lipstick. So I'm taking the MAC Spice Liner. And I am not one who's really big on lip liners. I think it's because I'm getting older and it's harder to do a clean line. And so I just sometimes can't be bothered with it, but you know, for the sake of this video, we'll do the lip liner. So I'm going to take this color here. We're taking the 114 lipstick from Suqqu. Get in here. And right off the bat, that's super emollient. Oh, it's beautiful. 114 SUQQU. 114 for the pre-holiday collection. Okay, so what I'll do is finish off. Beautiful. I'm really happy with that lipstick. So let's finish up with some SUQQU blushes. I have the blush palettes 101 and 102. And these are from the past 2 years. And I did not pick up 103 this time just because I have these and I want to use them up and I don't ever know if I'm going to hit pan on this. This is 101 and this is 102. What I'll do is do this. So 101 over here and 102 over here. And this is this 101 palette is very pigmented, and this one, although it's deeper, is not as heavy on the impact. So I'm trying to figure out which one I'm going to use. Why don't we use this, the 101 palette? I would say that this is, I prefer the 101 over the 102 just because it's more pigmented and easier. And I'm just going to combine these two. I don't want to think too much, and I think I'm overthinking it. There we go. That's pretty. And because it's a brighter color, I'm going to put it up here. Okay, just kind of going into both of those. I'm using my Sonuji Shige Pro brush. Okay. Okay. It's really pretty. I think it's good. It's fall appropriate. What I'm trying to do is find one that's a complementary color, but that doesn't overpower the eye look. Okay, I've been loving this Pat McGrath Balm highlighter. So there's like this clear balm, if you just kind of want a wet look. But what I've been really loving is the kind of the champagne gold side. See that? Highlighter, balm, and this is in gold. Kind of buff it out a little bit. All up here. Here. Some people put ones on the Cupid's bow. I don't really know how to do that yet. Let's try. Okay, it's not bad. I haven't tried that before. Love that product. Okay, so this is the final look of the new Suqqu Pre-Holiday Collection for Quad 108. I'm using 101 blush quad, 114 lipstick, 108. Also, I'll get close so you can see. I think it's a very sophisticated kind of grown look. And what I did is added a little bit more of this on the inner corner here and just kind of ran it along here for more contrast. So it's kind of like a beigey gold look. It looks really sophisticated. Again, SUQQU's shadows aren't like for Instagram super wow palettes that have bright colors. It's more washes of color, super elegant. And I always think they look better on than in the pan. I mean, either way, they're just beautiful. So again, I noticed a little bit of fallout on this glitter shade, but nothing to the level of like Pat McGrath, I'll say. But look at that, that's so pretty. I feel like I want to swatch these for you again. So this has ended up being the topper shade, and that's usually par for the course of their eyeshadows. So it's not gonna have much pigment because it's more of the topper. And this was kind of like close to my coloring, but it added a little bit of depth, right? And there's like that gold color that complements that deep gray blue glitter shade. Don't mind my scar there. So really beautiful. Let me know what you think. Again, almost a full face of Suqqu that I'm wearing today. I think it's perfect for fall, especially with this look. I'm in love with this lipstick. And here's the thing about it is, you know, I have aging lips, so, and it filled in all of my cracks and crevasses, and it made my lips look fuller. So it's definitely emollient. You saw that it was pretty pigmented. I didn't have to work it over. And just so for some people who are new to my channel, I have natural pigment in my lips. So what is challenging for me is to find a lipstick where even when I'm passing the color of the lipstick on it, that my underpigment doesn't show through. And so a good marker for me of a really high quality lipstick is if when one or two swipes that the pigment of the lipstick comes through and it stays. And even if I do things like this, that it's not going to show too much of that line or underneath. And part of that has to do also with the color, right? So because it's a pretty deep color, but this is definitely my jam. This whole look, perfect for fall. I'm really digging it. Looks really pretty with the highlighter. It's pretty smoky. And it almost what I'm almost seeing that it almost looks like with that yellow gold, it almost translates a little bit of like a dirty khaki green. Can you see that? Which I'm all about. I love grungy green colors, but in a way this is like grungy green maybe with a hint of that, but sophisticated. One more thing that I wanted to mention was my thoughts on this initially. So I need to play with these more to give you a really honest review. So I'll probably do an update on these. This I find, I don't have anything like this in my collection. So I really liked being able to get in on an angled brush really close to the eyelash. It was great to use under here. So I'm really liking the uniqueness of this brush. This, I have other brushes in my collection. It's pretty much like a standard crease brush. I think I might like it more if it was actually squirrel hair. It's pretty stiff. So let me try these a little bit. I need some time to play with these a little more to give you a more thorough review, but I will use these certainly in the next quad 109. Initial thoughts on the Suqqu collection for the lipstick and quad number 108. I highly recommend this lipstick 114. I'm so glad I got this color. I think the other one might have been really more of a nude color, and I'm kind of chock full on nudes. I have a lot of Suqqu lipsticks and the Glows and Fog formula, so I was looking for something a little different, something like a brownie color for fall, but I'm so glad I got this color. And then this, I don't think I have anything in my collection. The closest I can think of, let me grab it. The closest dupe I can think of for 108 is this Marc Jacobs Extravagance 860 palette. I'll say off the bat, the color stories might be similar, but the formula is definitely going to be different. This definitely has more pigment, where this is more of that kind of elegant, really wash of colors. But let me pull some of these. Okay, so let's do some swatches and comparisons. So this color here, it looks very similar to this one here, Marc Jacobs Extravagance palette. So this is this one here is the Suqqu. It has a little bit more of a sheen where this is more of a flat matte. Okay, so here's Suqqu on top, Marc Jacobs. So this is more brown. This has more purple undertone in it. So this is the Marc Jacobs. So it's not an exact dupe, but it's kind of similar vibe. Let me swatch this one because this is kind of like the shimmer shade up here. So no, but it's similar, right? In that it's kind of, these look actually really beautiful together. Okay, let me see if there's a dupe for this gold color. This is again the Suqqu 108 in the gold in the Extravagance palette for Marc Jacobs. Okay, so this is definitely more of a subdued gold, where this is more of a yellow gold. So this is Suqqu on top, Marc Jacobs on the bottom. Yeah, definitely not the same. And let me swatch the kind of glitter color, the gunmetal color with some blue and gray in there. That's the party color. And the only one that I can think of is maybe this color here. So right off the bat, this is more silver. This has more purple black in it. So on the top, that is Suqqu, bottom is Marc Jacobs. So definitely deeper. And then this topper shade, I don't think there's going to be a dupe for that in the Marc Jacobs palette. But we can try, oh, they have a flat matte. So, okay, so here's that shimmer topper shade in Suqqu, and let me use my pinky. This looks more like a flat matte. So yes, definitely more shimmer for Suqqu and a flat matte for Marc Jacobs. That is Suqqu, and this is Marc Jacobs. So it's definitely not a direct dupe of a palette to this Suqqu. Now, if you own this palette, you'd probably get a similar vibe, but definitely more glam and kind of in your face kind of colors. The pigments on this are fabulous. So if you own this palette already, it might have a similar vibe to the 108 palette, but it's definitely not a dupe because the color stories, yes, similar in vibe, but not the same colors. And the formula is completely different, where this is like the kind of like the slurry, silky formula. These are super, super pigmented. Thank you for joining me again at Mickey Carr Beauty. And if you would like to, please consider subscribing, commenting, and liking below. And you can follow me on Instagram at Mickey Carr Beauty. And as always, be yourself, be kind to yourself and others, and take good care. And until the next video, I'll see you then. Bye. Take care.